Fork, yeah, it's Friday, so let's go. Uh, Hopefully, everybody checked out my Tuesday Food Tip Tuesday. If not, be sure and check it out. Every Tuesday, I'm posting a food and nutrition tip of the week. And then on Fridays, we're going to have our Fork, yeah, Fridays, where I share a recipe to get us ready for the weekend. So this week, because on Saturday, tomorrow, we're doing our grilling demo, which, quick housekeeping note on that, guys. Um, we were going to have this event out at City Lake. Jeff was going to do some workouts, and then we were going to have the grilling demo. Quick change on that. We're going to be doing the demo here. It's going to be awfully hot on Saturday, so we decided to help everybody out by doing the workouts at the gym. So 6:30, 7:30, 8:30 at the gym. Tina's going to do Run Group. It'll be out here at my house, 2779 Water Lily Lane, just outside of town. So Run Group will be out here at 8:30, and then following up with Run Group, we'll do the cooking demo. We're going to be grilling up some stuff. So today's recipes are going to be themed around that grilling. So we're going to get all the meat ready. I will share the recipes in the comments below, and be sure to reach out if you got any questions. So let's get into this. So I found it easier that when I prep all my meats, and we've got pork, chicken, and steak, I prep them all in bags so they're easy to get through when we're doing it. And then I just keep it all in one big container so they don't spill. Today we're going to be prepping the steak and the chicken in the same marinade. So let's get started with that one. So we're going to start with some salsa, and you can use whatever kind of salsa you want. I happen to make some when we had some fresh tomatoes, so this is just a homemade salsa, but you can use whatever kind you want. And you need about 8 ounces. Let's also mention I'm doing a double batch here because I'm going to use half of this for the steak and half of it for the chicken. So put your salsa in, and then we're going to use per batch, it's 4 to 5 jalapenos. I went ahead and, not knowing how hot the people who were going to be here to eat this would like the food to be, I went ahead and took the stems and seeds out of the jalapenos so they won't be as hot. So we're going to throw those in there. And then each batch needs about 2 tablespoons of garlic salt. So we're going to go 4 of those. And then 1 teaspoon of pepper per. So we'll do 2 teaspoons of pepper. And then depending on what kind of meat that you use, you may or may not need the meat tenderizer, but hey, it's okay. The dogs are excited. You might need meat tenderizer. So usually with steak, I'll use meat tenderizer. With the chicken, we don't typically need it. But since we're doing one batch all together, we're just going to go ahead and put it in there to make it easier. So 2 teaspoons of meat tenderizer. And then comes the fun stuff. So we're going to do, where did my shot glass go? We're going to do 2 shots of tequila. Helps if you take the lid off. Okay, and of course we're going to double that for our purposes here. All right, and we're going to give this a quick mix because the last ingredient we're going to put in is beer. And the beer tends to foam up, and it's going to add all of our volume. So we're going to give this a quick mix just so we don't have to do a ton of mixing when we add our beer. So lid on, and quick mix. So we just want that nice and pureed. And then we're going to add in our beer. And with a single batch, I would probably mix this again. Our blender is pretty full, so just so I don't have anything explode on me, we're just going to give this a hand stir. Okay. Then we're ready to go into our meat. So I've got my steak and my chicken here on this side. So we're just going to pour about half of it. Half of it in there. And then the other half in the chicken. Guys, make sure you keep this in the bowl while you're doing this part of it, because if it's not standing upright or you don't have somebody holding it, it's going to fall over and make a mess. Trust me, I've learned from experience on this one. But now, I will let's cinch this up. Try to get as much air out as you can. Okay, once we get it cinched up, there we go. We got our chicken in the marinade. Our steak in the marinade. Then let's get after this pork. So we're going to start off with minced garlic in our bowl. I just went ahead and got that started. Then we need 2 cups of pineapple juice. And 2 tablespoons of ground cumin. And I, of course, forgot to grab out my lime juice. So we've just got a bottle of real lime here, and we need a 1/4 cup. And then we need low sodium soy sauce, and we're going to go 1 cup of that. And 1 cup. And then the cumin usually kind of balls up in there a little bit, so let's just give that a quick whisk. And then we'll pour this one in our 3rd bag here. And we are ready to go. Guys, see how simple that was? We've got 3 pounds of chicken, 3 pounds of pork, 3 pounds of steak, and we did two recipes of marinades. We've got food for tons of people, and we did it in just a few minutes. So again, I'll post the recipes down below in the comments. Let me know if you got any questions. And grilling demo Saturday at my house, 2779 Water Lily Lane. Hope you guys can make it. It's not just for Pulse people. Anybody in the community is welcome to come. We'd love to share our event with everybody. Bring a friend. The more the merrier. So come on out Saturday, 10 a.m. We'll see you there. Thanks.